Good morning and welcome. We're so excited to have you here today to join us for the first ever direct conference. My name is Janelle Mayako and I'm the CEO of Barn to Door.
This first conference, our number one goal is to bring resources, speakers, data, and insights to help all farmers who already sell direct or who want to sell direct. We know all industries are changing, buyer expectations and buyer habits are moving online, and now 1 in 3 people are shopping for food online. Even better, today's buyers want local food and they want transparency in the food system. How perfect that selling direct means it goes from the farmer's hands right to the buyer. The buyers want food direct, and farmers who sell direct can maximize their margins. The demand for local food is soaring, creating an ideal opportunity for farmers to step online and offer their products to local buyers. At Barn to Door, while we have steep roots in agriculture and food, we also are software experts. And because we've helped thousands of farmers successfully move their businesses online, we now have data proving what it takes for farmers to be successful selling direct. We've uncovered 4 key levers to help farmers reach local customers, maximize margins, and grow sustainable businesses, which you will learn about today. But before you dig in, I want to give you a little background on myself and Barn to Door. I'm the founder and CEO. I started Barn to Door over 5 years ago and is now the largest e-commerce platform exclusively servicing farmers across the U.S. We aren't a generic online e-commerce solution. We're built for farmers who are managing direct sales and their deliveries across every category of food. I came from Dutch dairy farming roots. Yes, I actually like the smell of manure. I grew up in an agricultural community, and my grandfather was a dairy farmer and chicken farmer. I spent lots of time in the dairy barn and built tons of mazes in haylofts. I was bussed into local farms to pick strawberries and raspberries for countless summers. I also have a business degree and worked in technology companies in Seattle. The first 10 years I worked right out of college, I worked for food tech companies and consulted for countless startups. I went back ultimately to culinary school to become a trained chef. For me, it always comes back to food. It was a lifelong dream of mine. Soon after, I started to source my own food directly from local farmers. It was then that I discovered how hard it was to find farmers to buy from. They weren't online, and very few attended the farmers markets. In fact, my home state of Washington had 40,000 farmers, with less than 1% attending farmers markets. There was no online store where I could view a farm's inventory and delivery options and just place an order. Rather, I was required to send emails and place phone calls back and forth just to figure out what they had and how to buy. I discovered there were tons of amazing farmers and massive demand in the market for local food, but there was this inconvenient disconnect to actually find and purchase directly from those farmers. 80% of today's buyers say convenience influences their purchase decision. If it isn't easy, they won't bother. So this launched the next 10 years of my career. I was determined to make it easy for buyers like myself to find and buy from local farmers. Hey, if I can shop easily from Amazon or an online grocery store, why not instead buy online from a local farmer? It wasn't enough for farmers to have a website or Facebook. They needed an online buying experience that matched how people buy from Amazon, how they expect to buy. Among other things, that meant farmers needed to offer digital payments, easy delivery options, and subscriptions. We'll get into that later. The first tech company I started ended up looking a lot like an online food hub based in Seattle. While it made it much easier for chefs and consumers to buy, I also quickly became aware that I was only helping farmers that served Seattle. Furthermore, farmers sold under the Food Hub brand. The Food Hub owned all the buyer relationships, and we had challenges covering the aggregation and distribution costs. I realized I was only serving farmers in one state, and that I was functioning as a middleman between farmers and their buyers. I wanted to help every farmer, no matter where they were located. And I wanted to get out of the middle and get behind each farmer. I knew I could build the software farmers needed to sell direct, where they could keep their margins, build direct relationships with local customers who would then be loyal to their farm brand. I closed my first company and started completely over. I launched Barn to Door in 2015 with a vision to help all farmers across the U.S. successfully move their businesses online and serve their local communities. I wanted to create e-commerce software built specifically for farmers and built for food. The system had to support online ordering for wholesale and retail, have the ability to send invoices or take deposits, offer subscriptions, and have the ability for farmers to manage their local deliveries and pickups with easy pick and pack lists and routing apps. But software is not enough. To be successful, we knew that farmers had to delight their buyers online. Without buyers, a farmer doesn't have a business. The easier it is to buy, the easier it is to get the food, the more loyal the customer, the more frequently they will purchase. Based on data across thousands of farmers successfully managing their direct sales businesses online, buyers expect ordering from farmers to be as easy as purchasing from Amazon. And then local farmers win, because people would rather buy from the farmer they love than from an impersonal online grocery store. As long as the online buying experience is easy and similar, and if the farm food is delivered to a buyer's doorstep, the farm will win 9 times out of 10. And we exist, Barn to Door exists to help farmers win. I know farmers can compete. We see farmers who are winning, but most farmers have a long way to go if they're going to be successful selling direct. That's why we're here. Today you will hear farm success stories, you'll hear from industry experts, and learn about the 4 key levers of farm success. Having now built software for farmers for 10 years and gathering actual data and talking to countless farmers, we've discovered the levers that are essential for your farm to be successful selling direct to market. The 4 levers emerged from analysis and data insights captured across thousands of farmers using Barn to Door. We looked at this from many angles, starting from buyer expectations online based on how they shop from Amazon, and buyer preferences to subscribe and pay monthly for lifestyle brands like Netflix and Spotify. We also surveyed successful local brands, including microbreweries and others, their sales trends, and how they engaged customers online to build loyalty and lock in recurring sales volume. Finally, we validated that the most successful farms were using all 4 levers, whereas the farms who focused on just 1 or 2 levers saw only a fraction of the sales despite their best intentions and efforts. The 4 levers are quality, brand, price, and convenience. Quality is unequivocally job number 1, but most farms make the mistake of only competing on quality and price without ever considering or leaning into the importance and impacts of both brand and convenience. For example, a farm can have the highest quality product, but if customers cannot engage or relate to that brand online, the data proves that sales will be less when compared to a similar farmer with an online brand and engaged, proud, loyal customers who shop more often and spend more. At the same time, if your farm offers quality products at a good price, but you make it really inconvenient to order and receive your farm products, buyers will go elsewhere. While buyers love local food, they love convenience more. In fact, farms utilizing Barn to Door today who offer the convenience of door-to-door delivery actually drive 2 times more revenue every month than farms who do not offer delivery. We do work with a lot of farms. It's not every week that you need to deliver. Once a month is a great place to start, but it really makes a difference in terms of buyers choosing to buy. What does the data from thousands of farms tell us? Brand and convenience are equally as important as quality and price. And the good news here is that we know what works, and we're here to share it with all of you today, free of charge. We want local farmers to win. Whether your farm uses Barn to Door or not, these 4 levers apply to your business. Here are the headline keynotes we have in store for you today. I'm so excited for you to hear from them, learn from them, gather some takeaways, and really be able to fold it into your business success. Quality. More than 70% of people are willing to pay more money on high quality foods. We recognize you're competing against conventional commodity and subsidy prices and farms, but the market's willing to pay. Quality is necessary if you do want to charge more, and quality is essential to a local brand buyers are looking to love. Paul Dorrance of Pastures of Providence will be sharing his insights on quality. Paul is a former veteran, a recognized expert and speaker on regenerative agriculture, and a published author of Acres USA. Paul will be sharing his thoughts on quality as the foundation for all that you do as a farmer and the impacts it has on your business. Brand. Brand matters. People who connect with your brand, in other words, they relate to it or want to associate with your brand, are 3 times more likely to be a repeat purchaser and 3 times more likely to recommend you to others. Those are powerful numbers. Nona Jones of Facebook will be sharing her thoughts on brand. Nona is the global head of faith-based partners at Facebook, a recognized social media expert, and a published author. Nona will be sharing her insights from faith-based organizations and how farms can use social media to better engage their local communities online and build authentic relationships that are loyal to your brand. Price. Price and packaging when selling online matters. We know that farms offering subscriptions to their products see as high as 80% of their sales through subscriptions. They can depend then on locked-in standing orders. Now that is good for business. Paul Grieve of PastureBird will be sharing his thoughts on price. Paul is the CEO and founder of PastureBird and co-founder of Primal Pastures. Paul is a former veteran, a certified public accountant, and one of the most successful and fast-growing pasture proteins producers in the USA. Paul will be sharing his thoughts on pricing and packaging your farm products to help your farm increase sales, save time, and improve your net margins. Finally, and if you want to be successful, you cannot avoid convenience. If you want more sales, you need to make it effortless for your buyers to buy from you and get your food. If they have to email or phone you first or fill out forms, you're actually losing sales. It takes buyers' efforts to do those extra steps. They should be able to shop online, select a convenient delivery option, and pay with a saved credit card. We see farms who offer door-to-door delivery enjoy twice the revenue on a monthly basis. 83% of buyers say convenience is more important in purchasing decisions than ever before. If one farm offers home delivery with credit card payment and another farm offers pickup with check payment, I will choose the home delivery and one-click payment every time. Karen Ha of Joy Well Foods will be sharing her thoughts today on convenience. Karen is the CEO of Joy Well Foods, a former executive of Bulletproof Coffee, and a Starbucks veteran of 11 years, where she launched the Evolution Fresh line of products. Karen will be sharing her thoughts on the importance of convenience to capitalize on buyer demand and expectations when it comes to buying your farm products. Here's a quick overview of today's order of events. Each session will include one of the keynote speakers for each lever. This will be followed by a farm tactics session for each of the 4 levers, led by a farmer who will share their tactics, results, and suggestions to make quality, brand, price, and convenience a competitive advantage for your farm. Between each session, Acres USA will share their insights based on the survey data collected on each of the levers. And of course, there will be a virtual breakout sessions where you will be given questions to discuss with other farmers across the country. At the end of the day, I will be sharing 2 big announcements to showcase the investments Barn to Door is going to make in 2020 and beyond to help farmers be even more successful selling direct to market. My hope is that you find the information today helpful for your farm and find some key tactics from the 4 levers for your farm to implement and build a more successful and resilient farm business. Thank you for attending and enjoy the Direct Conference.